nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. They come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch, the milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 88. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches at my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88.
All right. What is going on, guys? What is going on? Check it out, bro. See it?
Hey, shit's heat, bro. That shirt goes crazy.
Bruh, it felt so weird putting on a Bullet Club shirt again. I looked at the little patch on the side. I was like, oh, shit. It's been a while since I wore one of these, man. Fuck.
That shit goes crazy.
Yeah, I don't even think I have one now. I don't think they fit me anymore, so.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think all of them are retired. But I will be pulling them all out to update that picture. The picture I took of my collection. Remember that?
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Nice.
But, yeah, man. Got it today.
I would definitely save those shirts, though, because one day you might want to put them up.
Bro, oh, yeah. They're not in my closet anymore, but I have them in a box. I have them in a box, and I think that I never thought about that. That's a really good idea. One day,
like just a roll of them.
Yeah, bro. Because I got Firing Squad, Chicago, Switchblade, Bucks, Cody, Kenny, and now Adam Cole. So and Marty and Hangman. Did I know?
I don't know
I
if you
thought I
want to
said
put the
Hangman.
I mean, I don't know if you want to put the Marty one up, but
Bro, Marty had some sick Bullet Club shirts, bro. The ones with the
shit,
ones with the fingers all broken on it. That shit was sick, man. That shit was sick. Yeah, so I was gonna make a joke. I'll probably tell you that off camera.
I was thinking about a joke too, I couldn't say.
Yeah. Well, regardless, anyways, you could definitely. Anyway, all right, we're gonna talk about. All right, we're gonna go into this intro first, man. What is going on, guys? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. And on this episode of the show, man, we got another episode of news for you guys, man. And yeah, man, this is episode 109. 109, man. Wild, bro. We got Durante in the chat. I see you here, man. What's going on, bro? How's it going? Yeah, man. But yes, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how this show works, man. Every Monday we're on here with Notorious Unscripted, and every Friday we are on here with the news. Speaking of this past Monday's edition of Notorious Unscripted, does the presentation match the delivery of the Judgment Day? Yes, way too many thes in that title, and that is because WWE decided to name the group The Judgment Day. I don't know why you couldn't just call them Judgment Day. That is not my name for the faction. The true name of that group is the Mountain of Omnipotence, bruh. That just sounds way fucking better than The Judgment Day. That just sounds so corny to me, man. But Edge was saying that so much, bro. I really thought that was gonna be the name of the group, and I'm kind of upset that it's not. But man,
Copeland.
Yeah. Durante says, just say the joke. I don't know, man. That was a little too wild, bro. You know, just in case we end up blowing up in a couple years, man. You know how these internet trolls like to work, man. They'll come back to episode 109 and find that god-awful Marty Skrull joke I was about to make and Sir K was about to make as well. I'm sure we were in the same ballpark. But, yeah, just in case, man, just in case. Yeah, I don't know, man, I don't know. But regardless, if you guys did miss that, Notorious Unscripted episode 90, does the presentation match the delivery of the Judgment Day? You guys can now watch that on all platforms, man. Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and if you want to see it first, you join us right here at 10 o'clock, right after Monday Night Raw on Mondays, man. And yeah, man, if this is also your first time watching, you guys do not know. Actually, before I get into that, man, if you guys did not get a chance yet to get your hands on the official merchandise for the Notorious Heels podcast, on the left you got the base logo shirt, and on the right you have the Riddler inspired The Best Kept Secret to the IWC. You guys can now get those on bonfire.com. You can find those in the link in the description of this video, and you can now find those in the link on my link tree on all social medias, including Twitter, because I got it back. Tuesday morning, I got my Twitter back, so very nice. It was so weird not being able to like interact with you guys during Raw. It was just so weird. I would go to click on Twitter and then just see your account is locked, and I was like, okay. And then, yeah, man. So I did get my Twitter back. So yeah, man. There you have it. So you can find that in the link tree. Get your merch, man. You should see me sporting that shit within a couple weeks, or however long it takes them to ship it to me. But yeah, man, I'm super excited for it, and yeah, so.
Hell yeah, man. Nice.
Absolutely, bro. And with that, this is your first time watching. You guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, man. It's going good. Just chilling out, man. Just been chilling, man. But I've been pretty good, man. Just fucking hanging out, man. Yeah, man. And Durante, of course, always asks, how am I? I'm the family. I'm great, man. Family's great. What about you, Durante, and everyone in chat? And what about you, bro? How have you been?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, absolutely. My chat is currently being weird. It's not refreshing. Let me...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Give this a quick refresh. Yeah, like, it's staying at the top of the chat, and it's not letting me go down, even though I know there's stuff below it.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah,
That's weird.
Weird. Should be
Fucking A, man.
Alright. Alright, there we are. Okay. Yeah, seriously, bro. I won't tell. Bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, maybe if we ever meet in person, bro. Maybe if we ever meet in person, or if we ever run into each other at one of these shows, we'll tell you the joke. But regardless, man. Yeah. Yes, I'm good. Just fair warning. In a couple minutes, I don't know how many minutes. It could be half an hour. It could be an hour. If you guys hear a lot of noise, got some family over, so they're not here now. But if at any point they come back. It might be a little noisy, so if things would fucking move along, I can hurry up and get my new mic. But people like to work slow. But regardless, yes. So fair warning. I'll try to do my best to keep that shit down. But yes, just fair warning. If you guys hear you hear noises now, my dogs want to fight right outside of my door. Coincidentally, at 4:00.
Not now. I didn't hear him beforehand, though.
Just how things are as I'm talking about the topic.
Always, bro. Always at...
Jesus Christ.
Always at 4 on Fridays and 10 on Mondays.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
fails.
Yep. At no other time in the day does this rhetoric happen, except for when we go on. But regardless, yes, I'm good, man. Yes, I'm good, bro. Just trying to enjoy just the weekend and stuff like that, time with family and stuff like that. But yeah, enjoying time with you guys as well, man. So
nice.
Yeah. Yes, as Durante asked, man, I'm good. I'm good as always, man. How about you? He says he's great in the chat, so that's awesome to hear, bro. But yeah, how's everybody else doing in the chat as well, man? And yeah, man. Yeah. Durante says, what the fuck is a Judgment Day? I'll tell you what it should be. It should be the name of a pay-per-view. Because the pay-per-view names we get now are called Wrestlemania Backlash and Stomping Grounds. And what are the other names? Yeah. Judgment Day. Jesus. Judgment Day should be the name of a pay-per-view, but instead, WWE put a "the" in front of it and gave it to Edge. Even though the group should have been called the Mountain of Omnipotence, bruh. I do not understand. I don't understand it, bruh.
Yeah, I really don't.
Here we are. WrestleMania Backlash. Let's talk about this for a hot 5 minutes. I watched the show.
Nice.
It was good. For a WWE show, when you go into this stuff, especially, like us, to where, me and you, you've been watching this since 2016, and that's around the time I got back into it too. So we essentially, as you got into wrestling, I got back into wrestling.
Yeah.
You guys know this. For most of you guys that are here, every single week, you guys know. For about a year and a half, 2 years, I wasn't watching, just because I grew up with it. So, I missed that Authority and Seth Rollins era. I missed that era, but it looks like nothing really came out of that era, anyway, other than Seth Rollins just being a good heel and the heist of the century and stuff like that. Obviously, I have gone back and watched most of the stuff by now, but in terms of watching the stuff live, I wasn't really there for it. So, getting back into this stuff at, 2016-ish, early 2016-ish, probably about mid-2016 for you. Mm-hmm. You go into this stuff like, oh, this is going to be a dope show, and then you just get, you get your heart broken time and time again. And by 2022, you go into these things with very low expectations.
Exactly. You're just watching just to know what happens.
Exactly, man. So when you watch this show going into it with low expectations, when you look at it from that perspective, man, it was a damn good show. It was very good. It was a fun show, good action, good wrestling all night, except for Omo and Bobby Lashley, in my opinion, and Riddick Moss and Baron Corbin.
Yep.
Yeah, I just butchered both their names, but I prefer to call them by those names anyway. Regardless, yes, except for those two matches, the show really didn't do nothing for me. But in terms of the matches that were good, which was pretty much everything else, they were fun matches. It was a decent night of wrestling, man. Yeah, so guess
Nice.
we could start this off with the show opener. Cody Rhodes versus Seth freaking Rollins.
Dude, why'd they have to change his name to that? What does that do for anybody?
This match went, and you're going to notice a theme here, and this is why WWE should do things like this a lot more, and I'm very happy that they did do something like this. Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes defeats Seth Rollins in a by way of roll-up in 20 minutes and 45 seconds. Time is given. Time is given.
20-minute match on pay-per-view. How fucking unbelievable.
In WWE's world, man, that is damn near unheard of.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, this match was decent. Oh, not decent. This match was very good. I thought these two always give fantastic bangers of matches, man. They gave us a great match at Mania. They gave us a great match here at Backlash. And yeah, Cody Rhodes picks up the win by way of roll-up. If they were, I don't know if they were trying to keep Seth strong by rolling him up, but you're already not really keeping him strong by having him lose twice in a row on pay-per-view. So you kind of put yourself in a tough situation here, but I'm sure Seth will be just fine. He's kind of one of those guys that is bulletproof almost. He's kind of unburyable because everybody knows how good he is. Kind of like an AJ Styles, as to where they can treat him very poorly and do god awful with him, but in terms of him being buried, that can't really happen because everybody just knows. Everybody's well aware how good he is, and everybody knows how good Seth is, man. But regardless, these two put on a very good match yet again here on Backlash, man. And Cody Rhodes wins by way of roll-up in 20 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yeah, man, kind of shocking that Cody got the win. I thought it was going to be the normal WWE route of one person wins the first match.
Tiebreaker.
Yeah, evening out the wins and then one person wins, but they didn't, which is nice. It's refreshing. It's going to stop being refreshing once they're done with the Cody Rhodes honeymoon phase, but yeah, it's going to come up one day, man. But good for Cody. He's got his good match again, man. Got a great match at pay-per-view. We started the show, which was one of the better spots, so good for Cody. And good for Seth, man. And they had a pretty good match. I liked it.
Yes. Next, Omas versus Bobby Lashley. Omas wins by Bobby Lashley being distracted by MVP. We all knew this was going to happen, man. Omas wins. And I learned this, actually. This was the first time Bobby Lashley took a pinfall loss in 7 months to Omas.
Omas, bruh. Good lord. What a waste.
This match lasted 8 minutes and 50 seconds.
Back to the normal shit.
WWE really, WWE did a good job at giving the things that nobody cared about less time. Which is a good thing out of this show, man. But I mean, it's good. It's a good thing that Omas didn't get that much time. But on the other side of the coin, Bobby Lashley was given 8 minutes and 45 seconds on pay-per-view in a loss to Omo. So so that was that, man. That was that. Nothing special at all. I don't know what they see in Omas. I don't know what the end goal is here. I don't know I don't know. I don't even think they know. They never know,
No.
as a matter of fact. So.
You know they don't know.
Oh yeah, no idea. No idea from the Fed. But yeah. So Bobby Lashley loses here to Omos, and yeah, that was that. Edge versus AJ Styles.
Mm.
Edge versus AJ Styles, man. This match lasted 16 minutes and 25 seconds. What a concept when you don't have 10 matches on pay-per-view and you want it to be a 3.5 hour show or a 4 hour show. See, when AEW does stuff like that, it is what it is, because they go on 4 times a year.
Exactly.
As to where WWE goes on once a month. So, well, in July, twice a month.
Yep.
These people...
No, I think that's the only time they go twice a month.
What's that?
Twice a month. That's the only time they go twice a month.
Oh, July. Yeah. Well, January this year, and that might be annual too, for WWE Day 1.
So that's what? 14 pay-per-views in a year in its current schedule? Good lord.
It might be 13 because they don't do a December show anymore.
Oh yeah, because it's that. Yeah, I get you. 13, but it's still fucking 9 more pay-per-views in AEW every year. God. Fucking 13 pay-per-views.
Jesus, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Premium live events. 13 premium live events.
Right.
My bad.
Right. Yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah. Edge versus AJ Styles. A lot of nitpicking towards the end of the match. I thought the match was okay. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. A lot better than their Mania match. Their Mania match couldn't get out of first gear, but the shenanigans towards the end of the match really bothered me a little bit. So Damien Priest is barred from ringside, right? AJ Styles, I believe he was on the top rope, or he was about to do the springboard, and the camera pans to Damien Priest standing at the fucking entranceway. And he's pointing at the ringside area saying, "I'm not ringside." So, Finn Balor comes out, hits Damien Priest, pushes him over into the ringside area. Damien Priest is now ringside. Whether Finn Balor's beating his ass or not, isn't he not supposed to be at ringside? So right there, AJ Styles should have won.
Yep.
By disqualification, because whether Finn hit him or not, you know what I mean?
He stepped over the line.
He's ringside. He's ringside for the match. And then, while AJ Styles is, I believe he was still about to do his springboard, there's an ominous figure on the outside of the ring. And this person is wearing pants that clearly say, "This is my brutality," and they have chains hanging from them. And this ominous figure has her face covered, or their face covered, whoever this ominous figure may be. But that's what they say. They say, "Who is this ominous figure?" Like it's the fucking Grim Reaper or something.
It's obviously Rhea Ripley with the fucking towel on her head.
You can literally look at her pants, and they have, you know how her pants have her little, it's like her face, and above her face it says, "This is my brutality."
Literally, bro, you can see that shit. Who the hell's it? Who's it gonna be, Elias? Like, come on, bro.
So Rhea Ripley, she distracts AJ enough to where Edge can get him in a crossface, and AJ Styles passed out, so Edge won by way of submission. While Finn Balor was beating up on Damien Priest all the way to the backstage area, The ominous figure gets in the ring, kneels to Edge. Edge kneels with her. Well, Edge was already kneeling. She kneels to him. He stands up, does this. She rises up, as he says, takes off the mask, and it's Rhea Ripley as the newest member of the Judgment Day.
Oh my god, so shocking.
Very shocking. Definitely would not have expected it to be her.
No.
Especially considering her pants said, "This is my brutality." So, definitely did not think it was Rhea Ripley in this situation, but it was. It was. And Rhea Ripley is the newest member of the Judgment Day. So, the match was good, man, but towards the end, the outside interferences and just, there was just so much going on. I don't see why Damien Priest had to come out and do that. I don't understand why you couldn't just do the same thing you did at Mania and have this time Rhea Ripley be the one to distract AJ. I mean, she did do that, but I thought you could have not had. Weird. Yeah, I didn't think you could have, because Damien Priest coming out to the ringside area was enough of a distraction anyway. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And
so,
if you're gonna make it try to look mysterious, like who is that person? How about you don't have Damien Priest come out to ringside? You have this mysterious person, Rhea Ripley, who's not wearing her ring pants, by the way. That gives it away. And they could try to set it up as, is that Damien Priest? He's banned from ringside. It can't be. And then if you want to go that mysterious person route, you can't go the mysterious person route and have the only other person that could be right there and have her pants reveal who she is.
Exactly.
Come on, bro. Come on. It's like when people, like that picture of Shaq where he's fucking standing behind the goddamn light post and you see his whole body. Like, bro, that's literally like what she was doing. Like, we know it's you.
Bro,
yeah.
it just, man.
It makes no sense.
And you could have had a stupid ass moment there where Byron goes, "It's Damien Priest. It's Damien Priest. He's not supposed to be out here
in the match right now."
And then have the other two be like, "You fucking idiot. That's clearly not Damien Priest." Like, but what do I know, right? What do I know, man? What happened to the days of commentators having genuine funny moments like that? Now literally, you get them, but they're unintentional. Like, WWE thinks that children generally love Byron Saxton because he's just such a sweethearted man on commentary. Really they think these children are like, man, Byron's genuinely one of the best souls ever. You know
they think they're looking up to Byron like people look up to Captain America, bro. Like, he's this face of goodness. Like, bro, what? Fucking weirdo. It's hilarious, bro. Man. I love Byron.
All of Byron's, bro, his commentary so ass, it's good, bro.
It's so hilarious. He fucking puts so much fake emotion in it. It's
hilarious.
My
god, it is the fakest of emotion, bro. What are you
talking about?
Oh, come on, man. This isn't right. This is numbers advantage, man. They're supposed to be doing this.
I forgot what it was on Raw this Monday, but I remember just when I was watching it, it was right after some fucking segment where some heel did something, and commentary's talking about something, and you see Byron just right next to him, just shaking his head all.
Oh, I love when he does that, bro. I fucking love when he does that.
Like, bro, what?
Like, bro, why are you so fucking upset about this shit, bro?
You better get paid out the ass for acting like that, bro. You better.
My God. Next, Ronda Rousey defeats Charlotte Flair in 16 minutes and 35 seconds in an I Quit match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. These two put on a very enjoyable I Quit match, man. We don't get them a lot, and keep it that way because I love an I Quit match, and I love an I Quit match. I would have loved to see an I Quit match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, and they were gonna do one, but that was Last Man Standing. They were gonna do, but it got moved. That street fight that we seen, I would much rather have replaced that for an I Quit match. But Tommaso Ciampa won that match, so you I probably wouldn't have put it there, actually, because you can't have Johnny Gargano say I quit. Maybe the first match, because didn't Tommaso Ciampa tap out anyway?
I would think, yeah, he still tapped out,
So that match and TakeOver... what? TakeOver New Orleans? Right?
Yeah,
2018. Yep, TakeOver New Orleans. I would have loved to see an I Quit match between those two, because Ciampa was gonna lose anyway. So, I mean, that would have been really cool, and that would have been a sick fucking moment. Johnny Gargano pulling the knee brace and the STF, bro, on his neck, and then, I mean, yeah, that would have went hard, bro. That would have went hard. But yeah, man. So. We get an I Quit match here, and like I said, WWE doesn't give us these often, and like I said, I'm okay with that. I'd rather them keep it that way because we never get an I Quit match, but whenever we get them, they are pretty enjoyable. And this one was pretty enjoyable, man. Ronda and Charlotte just... It's not that they can't have a good regular match, because we've seen it before. At Survivor Series 2019, we've seen a killer match between those two, or 2018, when Becky broke her face. It's not that these two can't have a good match, but this is the embodiment of two women that are only good when they want to be.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, these two can have a kick-ass match, bro. Like, we've seen it before. But it just seems like ever since Ronda's been back, her heart's not in it like it was her first run. Like she's
not
just
trying anymore. She gave up.
Yeah, she did, man. And then Charlotte's been coasting for like the past 3 years, to be honest, bruh.
Oh, genuine. She does not give a shit anymore.
Ever since the emergence of Becky Lynch, and it's like now that she knows that WWE cares about Becky more than they do her, it's like she just like almost like gave up on this company, bruh.
Yeah. She's got her goals of Poppy now, and that's really what she sees in her future. And you could tell, by the way, I remember in her interview before, she said no one will remember her heel run, and she understands why. She don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The fuck. Yeah, man, but the ending was kind of cringy. Charlotte wished her a happy Mother's Day, and Ronda channeled her inner Byron Saxton and just got like fucking pissed.
Angry.
She just goes
Damien side.
Yeah, that is what she did. So she just goes berserk, and Charlotte has this chair, and she starts beating up on Charlotte. Charlotte grabs a chair, gets Ronda down, is walking up to Ronda with the chair, super slow, and in perfect position for Charlotte to wish her a happy Mother's Day. And Ronda grabs her arm, puts it through the chair, and puts her in the arm bar where she bends her arm like this, which is how your arm normally bends. And WWE makes it seem like she just fucking snapped her shit in the other direction.
Literally.
So she says, "Charlotte, do you quit?" You can hear her on the mic. And she goes, "No, I don't quit." And Ronda, in the cringiest fashion of all time, says, "I was hoping you'd say that, bitch." And cranks back the armbar, and Charlotte says, "I quit." And it's like not fucking hurting at all. You can genuinely see her arm, like,
you see like the elbow creases just moving.
Yeah, like if this is the arm of the chair, she's just bending it over it. Like,
literally,
dude, they don't hurt. Like, come on now. So, bruh.
Or she just thought she gave a fucking Captain America line with that shit. Or a Tony Stark one-liner at the end of the fucking movie. Talking about, wait, what was the fucking, what did she say again? I don't quit.
I was hoping you'd say that, bitch.
Bro, you're not in a Marvel movie. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, cringy ass, bro. Oh Lord, God, I hate this company.
Ugh. You can't you
You could have just not said anything.
bro. You didn't even have to do all that, bro. Come
You could
on
just be like,
now.
I bet, and just do that. You had to go and say that
Jesus.
cringy ass line.
Horrible. Horrible, man.
Keck says, "How does Charlotte feel pain? She's an android." Exactly, bruh. That's how I know they lying.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
The hydraulics in her arm just were moving. She ain't feel pain.
Next, Madcap Moss defeats Baron Corbin, Happy Corbin, in 8 minutes and 40 seconds via roll up. This is the second roll up we've got tonight on pay per view.
And another 8-minute match. They basically combined the first two matches into this. The fucking, not the worst part, but the two parts of the fucking two starting matches just became this match. 8
Yeah.
minutes into a roll up. Good
Yep.
Lord.
Yeah, man. So another roll up here on this show. Madcap Moss wins here against Baron Corbin, and yeah,
Who the hell cares?
yeah.
Why is that a thing?
I certainly don't. And the main event was the Bloodline defeating Drew McIntyre and RK Bro in 22 minutes and 20 seconds. This match was fun. Roman didn't really do much of anything in the match. He fought for a little bit, came in at the end, speared Matt Riddle, and that was it. The match itself was fun, but I mean, the less and less we're getting of Roman is becoming a little irritating. I mean, even on pay-per-view. I mean, I could see you don't want him on SmackDown. Maybe you don't want him on Raw and SmackDown out of the week because you don't want to overexpose him, which I get it. I always say this, they're fucked either way, but I get it. I get both sides to it.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, on pay-per-view, you know, you couldn't let him get in. Yeah, he came in at the end and speared Matt Riddle, and you know that was backstage politics motivated because you know, we all remember the story. We all remember the story about Matt Riddle having to write Roman Reigns that apology letter because he offended him or something like that. He said that he wouldn't be where he was if Dwayne Johnson wasn't his cousin, and I was like, and you know. We all heard the stories about Randy Orton trying to help him write out an apology letter, and then Roman Reigns still denied the apology. So you know that was all involved with backstage politics and him having to get the pin on Matt Riddle. So, you know, I don't know, and especially after what they announced, I feel like we're gonna go over that last because that's the big one. All this Roman Reigns news. Mm-hmm. Why couldn't you have Drew McIntyre pin one of the Usos? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because after they did what they did, why is Drew McIntyre getting a title match?
Exactly. How is he going to earn it? He lost to the group he's trying to face. You know what I mean? It makes no fucking sense. They're just going to have him do 2 random SmackDown matches, if that, and get a title match.
Gex says, "What's up, guys? How you both been?" I've been good, man. I've been good, bro. How about yourself, man? Thank you for stopping by as always, bro. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
I don't know, man, but that was WrestleMania Backlash. Like I said, pretty fun show. The whole Roman Reigns thing, not really wrestling on a pay-per-view. I mean, your pay-per-view should be the exception. The one time a month this dude just goes balls to the walls and just gives you a great match, and he hasn't done it since Seth at the Royal Rumble. And before that, he hadn't done it since Cesaro, which was at Backlash last year.
Good Lord.
Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, yes, the Bloodline. The Bloodline pick up the victory here in the main event of Backlash, man. And that was WrestleMania Backlash. And speaking of Backlash, man, one woman we talked about was Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair looks like she's going to be out of action indefinitely. When do you guys hear this? Breaking. As announced on WWE The Bump. Immediately, this is not true, and we're going to go into this. Due to the injury suffered during the I Quit match, Charlotte Flair is out of action indefinitely.
Good Lord.
Now, what really happened? What really happened? Charlotte Flair will be taking a hiatus from WWE for a while. This is because Charlotte Flair will be tying the knot with Andrade El Idolo, and we'll have to see when she will be back on WWE television. Do not believe anything the Bump says. I would love to watch that episode just to see how over dramatic they try to play this up, because they always do that, man.
After their skull fracture, he's gonna be out. Definitely. We don't know when we'll see him again. Like, bro, what? Oh, fucking y'all acting like he's fucking in the hospital in the ICU. What? In the ICU, bro? This shit don't make sense.
Unbelievable, man. But it looks like Charlotte will be taking some time off TV to tie the knot with Andrade El Idolo, or Poppy.
Dude, I'm dreading that fucking wedding post that she makes. Good Lord.
Man, I'm waiting on it, bro. That's just about
It'll be like it'll be like 3 paragraphs of just Spanish that she had fucking Andrade write up for her. Good Lord. I feel bad for that man sometimes.
She typed all that shit into Google Translate and just pasted it.
Oh, good Lord, Charlotte. That wedding's probably going to be so cringy. They're probably going to have like a
mariachi band.
You know it, bro. You fucking know it.
Yeah, bro. But regardless, I'm happy for them, man. And I hope they enjoy their time at their wedding. And hopefully, seems like Charlotte Flair has not been enjoying her time on WWE TV as of late. So I hope that she can get a move on. And find her happiness again, man. As god awful as she is on WWE TV, man, still deserves to be happy, man. Still a human being, so I hope she gets a break from her stuff and gets to enjoy her time at her wedding, as well as Andrade. He needs a break from that fucking family office that he's running, that failing ass business. It is not okay. It is not okay. And yeah, bro. Yeah, very, very bad, man. Very bad. Both of these two are not really in a good place on their respective television programs at the moment.
No, not at all, man.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Not
it.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all, man. Guess we could get this out of the way. Nobody really cares about this. Let's see. Lacey Evans. I don't really watch SmackDown. I'll peek at it, so if there's anything we do need to talk about, I watch it before Unscripted, because there is seriously nothing that happens on fucking SmackDown.
Ever.
Same show for like the past year and a half. So regardless, Lacey Evans, who was, I guess she was operating as a babyface on SmackDown, is now being moved to Raw. And we all seen that on Monday. I was like, wait, what? Isn't she on SmackDown? No, she's being moved to Raw. And she will be a heel on Raw.
Which still doesn't make sense, because that little promo package she did was like super babyface. It's like makes no sense. I don't know how they're gonna turn that sad ass life story into being a heel. Like, what?
She's gonna say the reason that all that happened is because the fans didn't support her.
No,
She's
Lord.
pissed about it.
It was because of this city. They'll just transition generic WWE heel speak. This city sucks. That's literally all they ever say.
Yeah.
Your favorites suck. You guys are fickle. It's literally, they have like 4 different things they say to the audience that makes them heels. And I
You
just
can't
listed like 3 of them.
you can't forget Baines either. This city smells. While he was wearing a
Dude,
gas mask.
I'll
And people
never
think he's gonna
forget
go
that.
back to WWE.
Literally, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Wearing a fucking gas mask talking about this city smells. Vince McMahon wanted him to drive backwards and fucking on the freeway to act like a lunatic. Like, oh, good lord.
The fuck? Jesus. Yeah, so let me think. Oh god, yeah. I could totally see I don't know how they're gonna move that into heel, man, but I could totally see them doing that because their babyface champion just so happens to need a heel to go up against. And I guarantee you, Lacey Evans is going to be one of the ones that we see over the summer if they are turning her heel, but they might have even switched a direction on that, man.
I feel like they did.
Or she's gonna do the thing where she's gonna make fun of the audience because she got them to feel bad for her, even though she hates them. Compelling. Truly compelling,
so
man.
compelling. Literally. Not like we just predicted what's exactly going to happen. The scenarios. Come on, bro.
Unbelievable. Lacey Evans moved to Raw with no explanation, and it looks like a possible heel turn is going to be for her very soon, man. So, yeah,
good lord.
That's the stuff no one cares about. Let's see. What's next? Kota Ibushi.
Shit.
Kota Ibushi plans to expose the toxic culture of New Japan Pro Wrestling. What does this mean for that company, and what does this mean for Forbidden Door? Nothing has been said up until this point. So this fan named Kuma, at Golden Kuma on Twitter, oh so graciously translated all this stuff for us.
Thank you,
Kota Ibushi he tweets out, Ibushi on unifying the IWGP Heavyweight and IC title to become the inaugural IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. He says, I guess I was the right person for the role. It still doesn't make sense to me. It looks like I'm making excuses for saying it afterwards, so please let me get away with this. And a fan tweeted at him and said, I'm worried if you're tired. And this is a whole different string of tweets. And he responded to this fan and said, my daily life is not tiring at all. But I just had to say it because while the good parts are good, New Japan's culture of having to let the bad things slide was so abnormal. I'm going to expose all of it. I think you'll know then.
Shit.
Man.
Man.
Interesting, man. I also seen he said he was ready to leave the company. He's ready to move on from the company, and I think if they played their cards right, you could do a really cool thing at Forbidden Door where, like, you have him, like, turn on, like, a New Japan guy.
Yeah.
And, like, help an AEW guy, and that could be his introduction to the company. But,
let's say the elite are undisputed elite or elite, whatever form of it, are outnumbered, and they need an extra guy. No better person, bruh.
He also tried to expose New Japan for rushing him back to the ring a lot sooner. I believe they want him back. My guess is they want him back for Forbidden Door.
I'm guessing.
Because I'm sure there's something you could do there. But this is gonna be interesting, man. I don't know if this is gonna, like, blow up. And if he does go to AEW, I don't know what this means for AEW and New Japan's relationship. I don't know what this means for Forbidden Door. Nothing's really been exposed yet. So, I mean, other than them rushing him back to the ring, I believe Coda just said right here, he said, the New Japan's culture of having to let the bad things slide was so abnormal. So we don't really know what any of these bad things are. So you can't really fault Tony Khan for it at this point because we just don't know. Also, there's the aspect in wrestling of, is this a storyline? Probably not for this.
No,
but there's
so.
always, as wrestling fans, there's always that chance, especially with these shows coming up. But personally, for something like this, I don't really see this being some kind of storyline. But we don't really know what the bad things are other than him trying to rush, or them trying to rush Coda back to the ring. I don't really think that makes them cancelable. I mean, companies try to do stuff like that all the time. I mean, it happens in daily life, bro. You're out with, I mean, countless people that I've encountered have been out for a really long time, and they're not ready to come back to work, and
their job is like, you gotta come back.
Exactly. When I was out with COVID, they're like, they always called me. You ready to come back? You ready to come back? You ready to come back? I'm like, dude, I feel like shit. I feel like shit still, man. Like it. I mean, it happens. It happens everywhere. And even with that, it's kind of all up to him, man. I mean, if he doesn't feel ready, man, I mean, he's not ready. I mean, there's been countless wrestlers that refuse to go out because if you're not physically ready to compete, that's a harm to everybody. Somebody can get hurt.
What if it's your arm and your first spot you have to do a pile driver and your arm gives up mid pile driver? That puts everybody in danger. That's what the company's got to realize.
Exactly.
It's not just like they could be losing money because they want him on TV, but they'll lose a whole lot more if they put him on TV when he physically cannot be on TV.
Yep.
Come on, it's just logic.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a company thing, bro. They all do it. I don't really think that it's fucked up, but I don't think it makes them. I don't think that's cancel worthy. Because like I said, man, companies try to do that stuff all the time, bro, or they bug you because they want you back, and all they think about is the business, or time off getting denied. You know what I mean? I mean, that's something we know very well about. You know what I mean? It's like you make plans for a certain day and all these people think about is themselves. Oh, no, we need you here. We need you here. No, the fuck you don't. You'll get through the day without me.
Exactly.
But that's not how these people think. That's not how these people think. But I mean, it's a lot of companies do that kind of stuff, man. It does not mean it's right, but I don't think it makes them. I don't think that makes them cancelable. I mean, Coda is a top star, so they are going to be a little more persistent. But like I said, man, if he's not ready,
he ain't ready.
Like, yo, I'm not ready. I'm not fucking coming back.
Exactly. It's as simple as that. And
yeah, man.
Dude, the takes out here were fucking horrendous, bruh. I saw this one dude. He said people give WWE shit for working with Saudi Arabia, but New Japan literally works under the Yakuza, and that's okay? Biased. Bro, what? Dude, I literally saw that tweet, and so many people were agreeing with it. I was like, good lord, are these people dumb? Yep. That's what I heard.
The Yakuza.
They're just as bad as an entire country, apparently. A fucking gang is as bad as an entire country. Good lord.
So, with that logic, you, bro, what? So with that logic, you can't listen to Lil Durk because he's affiliated with OTF.
You can't listen to Young Thug because YSL. They all go into prison. You can't listen to them. That makes you a terrible person. Or if you're just a normal ass person employed by these record companies, you're automatically a piece of shit too. Like what? These people make notes. They act like fucking.
How does that make
Doesn't
sense?
Literally. Like the WWE willingly works with Saudi Arabia to better their image. Saudi Arabia's image for money. That's why they call it blood money. Because they're making them look like better people when they're not for money. But with New Japan, it's just how they are. That's just who funds them. That's how it is. Doesn't make sense, bruh. Doesn't make sense. They're not out here advertising that the Yakuza saves lives and shit. Like, what? Make sure you guys join the Yakuza, young people in Japan.
How does... Bro, how does that make sense?
That's how I was thinking.
They're comparing a Japanese mob, the Yakuza, to an entire company or country and just a government system that is horrible. And like the movie The Interview, you know how they fly James Franco and Seth Rogen to Korea to better the image of Kim Jong-un? That is literally what fucking Saudi Arabia does with WWE. That is literally...
Ironically.
That is literally, like, down to a T, the same fucking thing that they do, man.
God, bro. Literally, man.
How does that make sense? A mob to...
Yep. That's the fucking WWE fans for you.
Well, with that logic, is WWE right for promoting a mob gimmick? Or even a mob rivalry with the cartel in Legato and the mob, the Italian mob, with fucking Tony D'Angelo? With that logic, is WWE right to promote that kind of stuff on their programming, guys? What do you guys think about that, man?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
WWE is funded by corrupt people. Does that mean they're bad too? No way. Dude, fucking WWE fans, bro. You gotta love them. You gotta love to see their stupidity is amusing.
When you told me that, I genuinely had to sit here for a minute and just make that make sense.
You can't. New Japan is funded by the Yakuza, so they're just as bad as WWE for working with Saudi Arabia.
Is that even actually proven?
It's most likely, people say, because I mean the Yakuza basically like fund damn near everything in Japan.
Okay.
But like, bruh, that's how it is in America. They're just not the Yakuza in America. It's just this group or this fucking shitty group. That's how the world works. Shit sucks. Evil people run the world. It's been like that forever, no matter what country you're in.
Yeah, because I remember, I remember hearing about that. I remember hearing about that a couple years ago, and I was like, "Huh, is that true?" But I never heard it. I never heard it confirmed. But I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, if they fund most of things in Japan, I mean, you can't.
They funded what was that fucking extreme one that fucking Onita was in charge of?
Oh, not all Japan. Yeah.
No.
Like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was in Dark Side of the Ring. They were the ones that were like funding them and shit.
Right. Yeah, that's where I fucking heard it. Yes.
Yeah.
And that's yeah, bro. Yep.
Because there was that one dude that ended his own life because he was scared of them because he owed them money.
Yep. Yes, bro. Yes, that's where I heard that. The Dark Side of the Ring, bro. Dude.
Exactly.
I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Jesus Christ, man.
It's amazing, bro. Stupidity is sometimes just amazing.
So, get this.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if, so, you know, this is a topic. This is a topic I hate getting into, but just to give you this parallel, can you imagine if AEW had a Hall of Fame and inducted Donald Trump into it?
Exactly, bruh.
Can you imagine the kind of shit that would be thrown at them?
Oh, bro, they'd be done for. They'd have to back it up, bruh.
Doesn't make fucking sense, man.
Vince McMahon and the whole fucking business crew of WWE took pictures with them. Nothing happened. People didn't say a word about it. Come on, bruh. Come on.
Ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Let's compare the fucking Yakuza
to Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
Dude,
I genuinely don't even know what to say. Other than
looking at it, just laughing.
So, you tell me a fucking time when the Yakuza stood outside and stood outside the Tokyo Dome, surrounding the buildings with fucking guns and shit, holding all the New Japan fans and talent captive.
Exactly.
You know, holding them in the Tokyo Dome, not letting them leave. Can you ever tell me a time when you know, somebody disobeyed New Japan and then got fucking murked by the Yakuza? Bro, they literally, WWE hightails it the fuck out of there every time they go.
They run away.
And
they literally dip.
And then the worst part is they put all the talent on the commercial flight back.
Literally, they put their normal talent on just a normal ass plane out the country, and all the important ones fucking dip out like right after the show in a private jet. What? But that's okay. That's okay though.
People make no sense. Like you said, I genuinely have no words other than what the fuck. You're comparing the Yakuza to, bruh, come on. I didn't see New Japan laying fucking people off in the middle of a pandemic.
No.
Come on now.
Exactly.
Either way you spin that, it's not right. WWE needed budget cuts. Okay, they couldn't wait till afterwards. It's not like they were bringing in money through the Thunderdome era anyway.
Like, doesn't make sense, man. These people don't make sense. It's hilarious.
The shit people pull out of their ass, man. It's just, I mean, like I said, man, the parallels between these two companies, bro. But, mind you, about a year ago, when WWE was going to have a partnership with New Japan, they were fucking all over it, bro. They were all...
New Japan.
Oh
it's
my
so
God.
much more money for New Japan to work with WWE than AEW. That's money. I can't wait to see
G.O.D. versus the Usos.
Like, bro, stop lying, bro.
McIntyre versus Naito. Roman versus Okada. Ospreay versus Seth. But nah, keep that same energy now that you know that the fucking Yakuza funds New Japan. Keep that same energy, bruh. I'm sure those people knew it back then as well, since they're so intelligent.
It's hilarious, man. It really is.
Jesus. God. Speaking of someone who is not funded by the Yakuza, Claudio Cesaro.
Hey.
Claudio Cesaro. Yeah, I guess that's how it would be. According to Fightful, Jesus, man. I'm gonna be thinking about that for the next hour now. I'm gonna just be thinking about how the fuck that makes sense. That's my big thing too. Like, bro, like, dude, when AEW and New Japan announced Forbidden Door, all these idiots shit all over it. But when WWE was going to partner with them, oh my God. What is AEW doing? They can only work with New Japan or Impact. They can only work with Impact. They can't land a deal with a big company in a different market.
And then when Impact was looking to make a deal with the WWE, WWE treated Impact way better than AEW ever did. Dude, they're so funny how much they jump on and off the ships.
What did they
I
do?
love it.
Other than put Mickey James in like a 5-minute spot in the Royal Rumble.
Bro, I saw this hilarious tweet the other day. It was like everything great that came out of the WWE and Impact partnership. And it was just the Mickey James image and then 3 fucking blank
The
white
blank
images too.
yeah, bro, I seen that.
Dude, that shit, I love that shit. Like, come on, bruh. It's I love how much they change their mind about how they feel about certain things.
You remember how good this year's Royal Rumble was supposed to be? It
Oh,
was supposed to have Moose,
moves.
Kurt Angle, Cody Rhodes. It was supposed to have fucking all these people in it, man. The Rock was a rumored name at the time. Get a fucking grip, man.
They're about to
Jesus.
see half the TNA roster in that bitch, apparently.
Oh man, we might see Eddie Edwards. Oh man, got me there.
Man. We might see, the fuck was that dude's name? PCO.
Oh, bro. Oh, I would have shut that shit off. I was already, bro, I was already, bro, me and you were already looking like, what the fuck?
People.
But bro, I swear to God,
pop up,
if his Frankenstein ass would have popped through that curtain, bro, oh my God, I would have shut it off.
The fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, so, you know, couple years ago, when Triple H was starting his global localization, they wanted to do NXT Japan.
Yeah.
Let's go back even further, man. They wanted to do NXT Japan to counter program New Japan Pro Wrestling. WWE fans were all for it. WWE has a bigger market in Japan than New Japan. Bullshit.
Bro,
You know these people grew up, most likely their whole lives, watching New Japan Pro Wrestling. This is the wrestling that they are used to. This is what they like, man. In no way, shape, or form were you going to ever counter program New Japan in Japan.
Dude, literally, those fans, they're hard to please, man. They're hard to please, man. You think they're gonna be fucking reeled in by WWE content? Dude, Triple H, he's the GOAT. Even his content wouldn't do it for them. This is how they work. They had no chance in Japan, bruh. They had no chance. And so, if you look on that map that Triple H had, where everywhere he wanted to have NXT go, Korea was highlighted. What were they trying to do in Korea, bruh?
The interview?
Literally.
That's what the hell they were trying to do.
They had the Saudi deal, something like that in mind already in North Korea, but then Saudi showed up and like, oh, well, we got our deal.
They had some in North Korea, bruh?
Dude, I remember. I'm gonna pull that image up. I swear, North Korea is highlighted. Hold on, let me see. Glow.
Haven't they seen the Dark Side of the Ring about that, bruh? It probably wasn't out yet, but Jesus.
Global.
All those wrestlers getting into fights with the fucking North Korean guards and stuff, bro. Like, what are you thinking?
Take over.
Global localization.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there's the fucking map. Yeah. Because that's the location of Korea, right? Yeah, that's the location. I'm almost positive. Let me look on a map, bro. Hold on. I gotta connect the dots. Korea. Images. Oh. Map. There we go. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't want news. I don't care.
No
in Japan. Yep, they're highlighted.
The fuck, man?
They're part of the highlight, bruh. The hell, man. They wanted to do South America, I think just Egypt and Africa. I think that's the only place that's highlighted. All of the Middle East, fucking none of Russia, shocker. All of the UK. I think that's what, Greenland or something. One of those. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Good lord. And North Korea is one of the ones that are highlighted.
Go figure, bro. Go
Go
figure.
fucking figure.
Yeah, man. So they, they think they could take over New Japan in Japan. That doesn't happen. I think they ran a couple live events out there and they sold like shit. I remember they did something out there to go test the market and it was atrocious.
Oh, bro.
Now we get to a couple years ago, 2020 or 2021-ish. Now there's a partnership looming between these two. Now New Japan is this goated company who's got all this great talent and that there are all these dream matches and the possibilities are endless. WWE guys are tweeting at them. Tama Tonga's like, yeah, fuck that, as he always is when it comes to working with any company. All these other, were the New Japan people even saying stuff back to them?
The only interaction there was when Will Ospreay and fucking Seth got in that beef. That was the only interaction. And they got into a legit beef. It wasn't even like, hey, we might have a match. It was, no, you're annoying as hell. I don't like you. That was what their interaction was.
Yeah, that's when Seth was bugging, bro.
Yeah, that was prime bugging ass Seth, bro. That was prime shit.
That was not, dude. That ruined the hell out of his run, man.
Dude, he does not do himself any favors.
Trying to be the prideful WWE guy. That sounds horrible.
When he got over in the most non-prideful WWE way, bruh, you can't make that switch and expect people to still fucking mark out over you.
It's not what brought you to the dance, bruh.
Exactly, bruh.
Same thing with Becky. Her being fucking little Smeagol isn't fucking helping her, man.
Nah, it ain't, bruh.
Yeah, bro, but, oh yeah, I forgot Rampage is on now.
Oh yeah.
Damn. All these weird start times. Yeah, bro, but these shows that start at 4:30 are, them losing ratings, and this somehow means that CM Punk's return is a flop. Clearly these people aren't fucking watching the show.
It's always their main conclusion about AEW now. No matter what is happening on TV, no matter how unrelated to Punk it is, look at these numbers. Look how much Punk flopped.
Yeah, it's like, why is it always on him? Like, bro, he wasn't even on Dynamite last week. Not the one we just seen, but last week when Hangman cut the promo and he wasn't there. Numbers were down a little bit, and everybody's like, "Oh, his return's a flop." I'm like, he wasn't even on a fucking show. What the fuck?
Fucking A, bro. These WWE fans are hilarious. Literally, New Japan rejected a deal with WWE. Now New Japan are terrible for being ran by the Yakuza.
So that brings us to 2022. They announce Forbidden Door, and now all of a sudden we want to bring up the Yakuza stuff as if we did not already know that.
And they only brought it up because the Soul was showed out. The show was sold out. Before it was sold out, it was this is such a niche fan base. They ain't selling out the United Center.
The show was so sold out, they opened up seats behind the stage.
That's how sold out it was.
Unbelievable, bruh. Unfucking believable, these damn people. How does that make sense? That's going to be a packed house. Get WWE, without tarping off a single section of that arena, have them, lower their gigantuan stage, and have them open up the seats behind the stage and try to sell out the United Center. Guarantee you they won't do it. Guarantee you, bro.
Their fucking headline match would be fucking Roman and... Who the hell would they have Roman face? Roman and
Nakamura.
Brock. Oh, good lord. Roman and Nakamura.
McIntyre.
Then their fucking side feuds would be god awful too. Ronda Rousey.
Let's get
And
20K deep in there to do uh
KO and Elias.
yeah, I was gonna say let's get 20 deep in there to do Madcap versus Happy.
Oh,
Fucking
oh
Jesus.
Lord.
Yeah, good luck.
These
Good luck with
WWE
that.
fans are funny, man.
They genuinely are, bro. They genuinely fucking are. Yeah, man. I mean, my God, bro. So yeah, moral of the story, man. Now all of a sudden, like I said, is if we didn't know this information, now all of a sudden, New Japan is a horrible company because they're being ran by the Yakuza, and WWE, I guess, are some saints, and
Oh, they're so good.
yeah, and AEW's working with this company that's ran by the Yakuza, man, and like WWE's hands are clean with good
Oh, so
partnerships,
clean.
man.
They've never done anything wrong in all their years.
No, not that I can recall.
No, never.
Yeah, man. I mean, the hypocrisy on these people. We're gonna save that Cesaro story because I actually have something that goes hand in hand with what we were just talking about. The
Nice.
where the hell is it? Okay, thought I saved it. Guess I didn't.
Damn. Hey, when that type of shit happens, I'll go back and look for something that's just not there. I'm like, fuck. Thought I
Yeah,
saved it.
yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, just the hypocrisy on these people, man. Pick a
It's
side,
really
bruh.
hilarious. Exactly. I can't wait to see who the next company WWE might work with that they'll hype up, and then when it doesn't happen, they'll hate them. What
Yeah.
companies are left? See why? No, no way WWE fans are that stupid to hype up CYN. The older fans will. The 50 plus, the 45 plus will. But the younger ones still won't, which will be good to see.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, show sells out, man, and these people got nothing better to do than be salty about it and go tweet out their displeasure for a company that they supposedly don't watch.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Um, AEW. Speaking of these 20,000 deep shows, we will be attending one on June 26th in
Okay,
44 days.
let's go.
Um, AEW will be returning to Arthur Ashe Stadium
I
for
hear
AEW Dynamite Grand Slam.
shit's gonna be heat, bruh. That's gonna be good.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. AEW coming back to Arthur Ashe Stadium. They sold the hell out of that thing, man. Another thing these WWE fans were extremely salty about was AEW taking over that stadium and selling it out 20,000 deep.
Mm-hmm.
And they will be selling out another one that is 20,000 deep and another one that is actually sold out. Not a 20,000 seat arena that has about 3,000 to 5,000 seats filled,
Tarped
and the
off.
other half is tarped off. Yes. Yeah, AEW is going to be returning to Arthur Ashe Stadium. Tony Khan did say like last year that was going to be that was going to be their home stadium for New York. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I seen people
Shit's awesome.
clowning on TK because TK said that AEW is bigger than WWE in the UK, and people were clowning on him.
What's the numbers?
Didn't a bunch of UK like TV providers that provided Raw and SmackDown cancel those for Dynamite?
Literally, bruh. Literally.
I don't know, man. People make
I
no
don't know.
sense. They just love to hate AEW. They
Exactly.
just
WWE has the record in America, and that's all they look at is the American audience. But everywhere else, either at New Japan or whatever local or countrywide company runs that shit.
yes, bro.
Come
Absolutely.
on, bro.
So yeah, man, AEW is going to be returning to New York for another Grand Slam event, and I'm excited, bro. Last year's was a banger, a very good episode, man. A very good episode of AEW Dynamite, and Rampage Grand Slam, and yeah, I'm excited to see it again, bro. It should be pretty heat. Hopefully, we can see the likes of Mr. Wyndham Rotunda on that show.
Be dope.
But yeah, man.
MJF as champion by the time of that show, or at that show in it. That could be possible.
In New York.
That would be a perfect place for him to win it.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man, absolutely. Yes, speaking of him, MJF. Let me pull up Mr. Sapp's tweet here. MJF. Let's see. Here we go. According to Sean Ross Sapp, MJF remains frustrated with his contract situation and is leaning towards not re-signing with AEW as these things stand. Fightful Select has learned. No.
No, I don't believe it.
What is he so upset about? And if it is still about his contract and his money situation, he mocked Tony Khan on Dynamite when he was like, don't worry about it. He, like, clearly mocked Tony Khan.
Mm-hmm.
If all Tony Khan has to tell him is don't worry about it, I'm sure that means he's got you, bruh. I'm sure that means he's got you, bro. You got a whole nother year.
Mm-hmm.
You got in a year's time, you got another 8 months, 7 months. You literally have a whole year and a half left on your deal. In terms of that, if that's still the case, man, I don't know why a lot of these wrestlers have gotten so like
angsty about their money. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, it's just like I don't know how much money one could need. That's just me, though.
I don't get it. That's just me. Yeah, I mean, I'm like Mox, bro. Like Mox said, he paid off his house, paid off his car. What else is he gonna fucking buy? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
His kid's set for college. Him and his wife are happy. They could buy whatever the hell they want. What else do you need, bruh? But it's just a matter of, not only that, that's not how contracts work. If MJF wants more money now, unless he does something crazy to instantly increase AEW's value within like 2 months, that's not how a contract works. You're not just going to be handed more money. That's not how a business works. You know what I mean? And as a smart businessman as he is, you would think he would know that's how the system works. But no way.
I don't know. I don't understand why there's such a rush now. I mean, like I said, unless there's something we don't know about, and unless they've talked about it before, and Tony Khan slid him this lowball ass offer, and then I could see MJF being like, "What
the hell?"
But
yeah, like,
I mean, if nothing like that has happened, and if Tony Khan is telling him, "Don't worry about it," because I'm not sure if you caught that, but when he mocked him, when MJF was like, "Don't worry about it," and then he did like this other voice that was clearly like a Tony Khan impersonation. He was like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it." If Tony Khan is telling this man, "Don't worry about it,"
you're getting the bag, bro.
I'm sure TK isn't just saying "Don't worry about it." I'm sure he means like, "Dude, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. You're getting paid. Trust me. It'll be 2024. Company will be worth more." You know what I mean? It's just how business works. And it's so funny because all the people talking about this contract, like he's going to WWE and like how AEW is like weird with their contracts. Those are always the people that always talk about the money. You know what I mean? I always talk about how business is the one thing that matters. Yeah. business is the thing that matters. They say that when WWE releases people, but when AEW has to pay people accordingly in a case-to-case situation, it's bad. Doesn't make sense, bro. These people love to pick and choose.
They do. They genuinely do, bruh. Yes, they genuinely do. Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, man. I don't know what the guy's so unhappy about. I don't know what if this is real. Um, do I think it's real? No. There could be aspects of it that are real, considering he constantly brings it up on television.
Yeah.
I think there's aspects of it that's real. I feel like he does want to be paid more, and I think he should be paid more.
Obviously.
And I think he will be if he decides to stay with AEW. But the part where this gets me is this tweet. The part of this tweet that says, and is leaning towards not re-signing with AEW.
Like, what? Why? What would be the why to that? Because they're not making them enough money. It's a year and a half away.
And then I seen this. MJF was on Wrestling, and I guess this is his psychology. Like I said, if this is real, I don't know what this dude's thinking, but he says, now, if or when I were to go over to WWE, I'd have me a ball because I have built my brand and established myself here. When I go over there, I'm not going to have to deal with with the same type of bullshit that poor Shawn Spears had to deal with.
Dude, he's gotta be joking. No way he believes that.
Yeah. You won't have to. If you think you're gonna go over there, look at Cody Rhodes. Look at the difference of promos in Cody Rhodes. And if Cody Rhodes wasn't even as not kid friendly, some would say, as MJF is, because MJF is different on the mic, bruh. If this dude is going to be playing second fiddle to The Miz, he's going to be playing second fiddle to The Miz in their eyes. The Miz is never going to be a bigger star than somebody else that was on Tony Khan's product. And they are not going to let this dude go out there and cut those promos that can be seen as offensive.
Oh God, no!
On their audience, man.
Their sponsors would cry themselves to sleep if that motherfucker was signed. They go, "Oh wow, they made a new signing." Second he cuts a promo, they'd be pissed. Snickers would be pissed. Fucking this what's that one phone company that Charlotte's always on the fucking godforsaken commercial? Yeah, Cricket Wireless would be pissed. Come on, bruh. Come on.
Fucking Cricket.
Like, this whole situation, I don't think most of it's true, but if it is, then my God, are these people logical?
Ridiculous, man. Okay, now, yeah, man, it's just so stupid, bro. So I don't believe that part for a second. I do think there's truths to it, but he's so unhappy that he's a whole year and a half before his contract is up, he's already leaning towards not re-signing.
What could he possibly be so unhappy for? It's been big feud after big feud.
And if you think you're going to go to WWE and be anything bigger than what Roman Reigns is,
you're mistaken.
If that's what you're looking for, man, if that's what you're looking for, bro, if you're looking to be a bigger name or be paid more, you could be paid more over there, sure, but are you going to have the same creative freedom? Or are all of your creative ideas going to have to go through a filter, unlike AEW, where you just get to go out and shoot from the hip?
Exactly. Are the fans going to remember you that much after you go there? Come on, man. Because if Cody stays there for a long time, he'll be remembered as the fool who made his career worth way less than it was previously, man. So I don't want MJF to do the same. I do not.
Yeah. Yeah, so Cesaro, actually, we could probably go over this. This list has been surfacing around, and this was updated on May 8th, 2022, so literally a couple days ago. The highest paid wrestlers in AEW. I heard there was a list that came out that was the highest paid in the world, and I did see that Cody Rhodes is getting paid $4 million in WWE. And
Wow.
wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear this. This is an updated list, but I don't think it's. I think it's an updated list without figuring out what like a Bryan and a Punk make.
Yeah.
I think this is just updated in terms of people that we know about. The top 10 highest paid people in AEW. There's a lot of 2 millions in here, so I'm sure there's probably a couple more names that just didn't get in the top 10 because they make the same amount.
Yeah.
So, number 10 is Pac. 2 million a year.
All right.
Number 9 is the Young Bucks at 2 million a year. So, that's 4 million for them.
Yeah.
Number 8 is the Lucha Bros, which is 2 million a year. Wait till you fucking hear number 7.
Good Lord.
Number 7 at 2 million a year, Nyla Rose.
What a fucking waste of $2 million. God damn.
What the
What a
hell?
waste. I ain't never seen no one throw away $2 million like that, bruh. What the fuck?
Nyla Rose gets paid the same as Matt and Nick Jackson.
That's bullshit, bruh. That's some bullshit.
Number 6, you're going to notice a common theme with the next 3. Number 6 at 2 million is Dustin Rhodes.
Okay.
I don't know about 2 million, but I know he helps a lot with the women and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
But I don't know about that. Number 5 at 2 million, who I guess is tied with Nyla Rose for being the highest paid women in AEW. Brandy Rhodes. This is kind of...
Well, that's $2 million they gotta not spend anymore.
Yeah. Wait till you hear this. Wait till you hear the next one. Number 4 at $3 million is Cody Rhodes.
What a fucking idiot, bruh.
Cody Rhodes left for an extra $1 million.
Oh, Lord.
You probably could have made that in heel turn merch sales, you moron. How about that?
Literally.
Number 3 at $3 million is Kenny Omega. Okay.
All right.
Number 2 at $3 million is Chris Jericho.
Obviously.
And number 1 at $6 million a year. The highest paid wrestler in AEW so far as to what we know about. I'm sure Bryan and Punk either match this or get higher than this.
Get a little higher, yeah.
Number 1 that we know about, $6 million a year, Jon Moxley.
That's weird.
What?
That's kind of weird. Yeah. That can't be right, bruh.
Oh, I'm sure he gets this, but because didn't they just redo his contract?
They did, yeah.
Oh, okay. He might have. I'm sure he was getting around like $3 million in the beginning, but I'm sure like now
He's getting the 6.
he's getting the 6. But I'm sure there's people that are in here that we also don't know about. Like the two obvious ones are Bryan and Punk.
Yeah.
But I texted you this as a joke, but I'm like, No wonder why they couldn't fucking pay Stu Grayson.
Exactly.
$6 million for Mox? I mean,
I'd
Mox,
do like 4.
Yeah, for Mox, yeah, 100%. I'd do like 4,
4.5.
4.5, something like that. 6?
6, bro. Like he's goated, bro, but not 6 million goated.
Shit.
It's hard to be 6 million goated, bro.
As a matter of fact, his contract just came up actually, because
literally just
they were talking about what is it? They were talking about him going back to WWE.
Literally.
So I'm sure that is new, but 6 million? You could have paid him 4 and then put the other 2 as well as some other probably another 2 million into Wyndham. I thought that would have been definitely the more reasonable thing to do. But 6 million and you're on a talent budget?
Come on,
shit.
Bro.
Now we know where fucking Jack Evans' money's going.
Literally, bro. Like, and Nyla Rose, I don't know. She not even makes money for this. She don't even make the company money. That's a waste of $2 million right there. Pac's amazing. He would be worth $2 million if he was able to be.
They used him, right? Yeah.
Exactly. If he was able to be here every week, then he'd be worth $2 million. But he can't be here every week, so it's illogical to pay him $2 million. It really is.
Yeah.
5 million little people.
5 million of this is chucked off the list, and that is 5 million from Cody and Brandy that you can easily pay Wyndham and use a little bit of that, take $1 million out of that and give it to Johnny.
Exactly. And through the Nyla Rose money, you probably give like 4 contracts to a couple of smaller end people, and like, what? Come on, bruh. Come on, that don't make sense to me, dog.
It doesn't make any sense to me either, man. And
I gotta pay fucking CM Punk and Bryan Danielson, bro. Come on, come on.
And apparently, the salaries came out for AEW people, and the highest it can go, it ranges is from obviously 6 million. But there's only one man that makes that, and the lowest people are being paid is $300K.
Wow, that's really good. I thought the lower end people were going to be getting $250,000, but $300K is nice.
Oh yeah, that's
especially for like
that's a rich ass life, bro.
That's a rich ass life for me. At least I don't know about other people, man.
Well, I don't know about the people like Tony Nese. I don't know about the 6. I don't know about the 6-month contract people.
Deal people, yeah. But like the actual people who are assigned like the lower end, that's some nice money. I could live comfortably off 100,000, let alone 300.
Yeah, people that are bougie. Yeah, people that are genuinely signed to the company, like Private Party, and they're not like lower end people, bro. They're not really doing much on TV. They're getting like $300K.
Oh, damn, I don't want to have to be buying off the dollar menu no more. That's how it's gonna be.
That's wild,
I'm going to McDonald's balling out, bro. I'm buying 2 Big Macs. I'm buying like 2 fries. I'm going crazy. 300K a year.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Speaking of more people they have to sign, Cesaro. Well, possibly. According to Fightful Select, several promoters have made offers to reach out to Cesaro to book him for both wrestling appearances and signings. But as of yet, he's not accepted, and many others say they just outright haven't heard back from him yet. We all know what this means, man. We all know this means. Same thing happened with Ruby Soho. She wasn't accepting indie bookings. Everybody was like, why isn't she accepting indie bookings? Cesaro just has a really high asking price, and he either that or he's not just not getting back to people. And we all know where he's going. We all know where he's going. I think he's going to be the Joker in the tournament, man. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see him. He's going to be a great fit there, bro. He's going to be a great fit there. I just think with all the salaries of these people coming out, you really Jericho said this, Chris Van Vliet said this on his podcast with Jack Evans. Angelico got re-signed, and Jack Evans didn't.
Why?
Why is Angelico re-signed, but Jack Evans isn't? I mean, if you're gonna keep one of them, you might as well keep both of them. If you're gonna let one of them go, might as well let them both go, so they can go be a tag team on the Indies.
Exactly. That's saving you money, bro. It don't make sense, bro.
It does not make any sense, man. But we all know what that means, man. Cesaro this Wednesday, as a matter of fact, they're calling it Wild Card Wednesday because we got 2 wild cards or 2 Joker cards. This, we got the Britt Baker match against her Joker, and we got Samoa Joe's match against his Joker, and I think we'll see both Cesaro and Athena on Dynamite, man. If we're really lucky, we could see Johnny and Candice, but if this Wyndham news is true that we're going to talk about next, man, I'm sure it will be Johnny Gargano at Double or Nothing and Wyndham at either Forbidden Door or All Out. Unfortunately. But, yeah, man. But, yeah, Cesaro looks like he will be the 8th man in the tournament, man. And I'm excited to see him. And I'm excited to see Athena as well, bro. It's just going to be lit as hell, bro, on Wednesday.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope, bro. See him again and see him in a company where he can be used to his fullest potential. And him and Samoa Joe do have history, man. So, should be pretty cool. Wyndham. This reeks of fishiness. A friend of Wyndham Rotunda would not be surprised if he never wrestled again. Wyndham literally a couple weeks ago just had said that he's coming back. I wonder, you know what, let me pull up this picture real quick. I still have it saved in my OBS. Let me see if this one has the tweet on it.
I don't think so.
Here we go. This just so happens to have it. This dude, King Cravey, asked him, "Are you going to wrestle again?" He says, "I will always love wrestling. I could not imagine spending the rest of my life without stepping into the ring again and hearing that roar again. I think about it often. Everything has to be in place, though. Like I said, timing is everything." That is so funny that I still have that up here.
That's amazing.
There you have it, man. A friend that was not named, a mysterious friend, a friend of Wyndham Rotunda spoke to Wrestling News.co recently. They said that Bray is very responsible with his money. A return to wrestling isn't a sure thing in the source's eyes yet, as the source stated, and I quote, "He is very good with his money. I wouldn't be surprised if he never came back to wrestling."
I smell a lot, bro. I smell a distraction, you could say.
Is this guy is this friend? Who is this friend, by the way?
It's probably fucking Bo. It's probably just fucking...
It's probably him.
Mascot. Probably him. Especially if it was just DMs. It was probably just Bray.
Bro was on his burner. at Bray Wyatt's friend.
Literally, bro. Like, come on. It was Adam Shearer.
Oh, yeah.
Good lord.
Whenever the report comes out that Bray is going to CYN, if it's by a friend, we know who it is.
We know who it is, bro.
But yeah, man, he is coming back. He is not coming back. So this friend says, interesting. Very interesting, okay. Man. Very interesting. I don't buy it. I feel like it's a distraction, bro. We know how Wyndham likes to play, man. We know how he likes to play. He wants to catch people at a time when they least expect it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know
when
it.
Everyone forgets.
Yep.
When people finally give up, he's not fucking debuting. Next show debuts.
Yep. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. And for the last story, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, he cut a promo. We have 3 stories on Roman Reigns. They all kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns cut a promo in, I believe it was Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh.
Yep. WWE source indicated that they believe that the Roman Reigns promo at the live show in Trenton, New Jersey, where he told the fans that he would not know the next time he'd be back in Trenton, was referencing that eventually his schedule will include a lot less live house show events, according to Fightful. And yes, there's another story I forgot also that goes along with this. Well, actually, no, I'll say that. That goes along with the next one. Roman Reigns, it looks like he has signed a new deal with WWE, and this will, yes, Roman Reigns signs a new WWE contract for a more limited schedule. Wrestling Observer Radio, during the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer mentioned that Roman Reigns' situation, he has also made it clear that Roman Reigns is not leaving WWE, and there is a new contract involved that will limit the number of house shows WWE is requiring him to work. Dave says, and I quote, "It's not for him, but the situation is that he's got a new deal, and the new deal is for far less dates. So he's going to be doing, I don't know how many house shows he'll be doing, but it's going to be far less than what he's doing now." Good for Roman Reigns. I don't know how you expect a man to hold the championship for 2+ years and work house shows. The guy barely wrestles as it is on SmackDown, and I'm assuming that's to preserve him. So why are you making him wrestle on house shows?
Exactly, and now he has to go on Raw house shows and SmackDown house shows for both titles. Like, why? I don't get the point of house shows in the first place. That are really just, all they are is just a risk to your talent. But other than that, especially your big names, well, what are you thinking? Why would you have him on there anyway? I would have assumed, if you would have asked me, I would have assumed he wasn't doing house shows this whole time. Not that much. I don't know how it just started now that he does them less.
Yeah, seriously, man. So, with that, Roman Reigns has been cut from all Hell in a Cell advertisements. Remember how I told you guys to stop bitching about AEW giving all these shows to Chicago because we've been fucked over so many years by WWE? Hell in a Cell is in Chicago, and all these WWE fans, the normal ones, that want to see Roman Reigns
don't even get to see him.
Don't get to see him.
The biggest wrestling crowd in America can't even see their biggest star. Like,
quote unquote.
Quote unquote. Like, bro, what? We were always right, bruh. WWE hates Chicago, bruh. They really do.
They do. 110% they hate Chicago.
And it's all because of our boy Punk.
Yep.
He's a blessing and a curse, but
that is
go see them anyway.
And that is because Roman Reigns will be missing from WWE TV for a long time. What is a long time, you may ask? Well, according to PW Insider, WWE has not advertised Roman Reigns for any weekly tapings or house shows for July and August. After the June 24th episode of SmackDown, Roman Reigns is only advertised for Money in the Bank and SummerSlam.
Good Lord.
Following the 6/24, July 24th, Friday Night SmackDown taping, Roman Reigns is not being advertised on WWE's website for any WWE TV tapings or live events for the months of July and August. The only shows Roman is currently being advertised for is Money in the Bank and SummerSlam in July. I don't even know if those happen
Probably
Because
not.
because if he's on vacation, if
Nobody
he's
should
not
come
on
back to him.
TV, how are you going to determine a challenger for
Someone who's
SummerSlam
not
and
there.
Money in the Bank? Are you just going to have the one person carry the whole feud while he sits at home? Are you going to have Paul Heyman carry the feud and have Roman just show up at the pay-per-view? And another reason why I'm a little... I mean, those could happen, but there's also a chance that they couldn't, because WWE just announced literally 7 hours ago Roman Reigns' next title defense. And it is not until September. All Out Weekend.
I was gonna say, yep.
Clash at the Castle. No, it's not going to be at All Out. It's going to be at Clash at the Castle. Against Drew McIntyre.
What's gonna be the story when Roman's not there? And they're literally only doing that. That's gonna be his return, spot, just so they have something that could possibly help them beat All Out. Well, if we get our fan, yep, the return of Roman. That's their only hope for their own fan base, and it's still not gonna work. Oh
And
Lord.
besides, if you do plan on getting a big arena, are you going to give Drew McIntyre the moment?
Probably not.
Damn. This dude's going to go to the UK and get choked out by Roman in about 15, 20 minutes, bruh.
They really want their fans to turn on him like that? The UK fans will turn on that motherfucker Roman so hard that happens. McIntyre will have to win. He's literally got to at that match. He probably won't, but if he doesn't, that arena's gonna be fucking angry.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
WWE. Always quite literally putting themselves in corners.
How do you put yourself in a situation this bad? And this is why you shouldn't have gave him the title, because at Hell in a Cell, and there's even a chance Money in the Bank and SummerSlam, now granted there is a chance that he could make those shows, there's also a chance those shows go without any world titles being defended. How dumb, how much more stupid does this make Cody Rhodes look?
Oh, bro. And you know how stupid it's going to make the Money in the Bank winner looks? Who are they going to cash in on? No one's there.
Is Cody going to win and cash in to win the mid-card title from Ricochet?
He would. Cody's the type of dude to do that. And you know how much of a joke that'll make him? Or if he is going for the world title and he wins that thing, the fuck is he going to do? He can't even tease cash in on the same night because the motherfucker's not there. Like, what do you do? Go fucking up to his crib and fucking bust down the door? Like, dude, this is hilarious. This is amazing.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, this company, man. You have a double champ that is going to be missing for the whole summer, or what I'm hearing is 10 weeks, which is damn near, it is. It's literally the whole summer.
Literally. That's the whole fucking summer, bro.
He's going on summer vacation as a double world champion.
When you had the perfect opportunity to have him not be a champion at all during the summer, that could be his break. When he's not champion, he's not there. He'd come back and win the shit again. Boom. What an idea. Then so you have world titles during the summer. Even that would open the world universal title on SmackDown. SmackDown would actually have a world championship that other people can have a chance to actually obtain for a summer. That would do nothing but good. But no. Now have none. That's their trade-off.
Yeah, man.
Good
and
Lord.
WWE... this WWE hype train that these people were on after WrestleMania has died down so quick. These people are fucked without Roman Reigns, man. These people are fucked. All these people that think he's the greatest thing that ever happened, where's that energy now? When he's taking a summer vacation with the titles. And not only Raw already looks stupid because he's not on the show, but you can't put him on the show because he's going to be overexposed. Now, SmackDown looks like fucking idiots too because not only is he not being overexposed, now he's not being exposed at all.
He's gone. And then, literally, no, bro, what do people watch SmackDown for other than Roman? So if he's gone...
They ain't watching for Ricochet. They ain't watching for Lethal Lotharios or Ronda Rousey.
Bro,
ain't happening,
bro. Watching for Drew anymore. The fuck? Like, dude, those SmackDown ratings will drop tremendously. And I'll feel bad for the people like Drew because it's going to be blamed on them.
You think Paul Heyman and little Pitbull Usos are gonna keep the show up? No, he needs to be there.
Dude, just those two, just those three fucking idiots together on TV, fucking kill me. We'll see fucking Jey Uso fucking being a Pitbull against fucking Drew McIntyre and Shinsuke, and he'll be defending the family name while he's gone. Good Lord, kill me.
And then there's the thing, you got Bayley when she comes back. When Bayley comes back, WWE is probably going to feed her right to Ronda Rousey. And then where does that leave Bayley? A laughingstock. That's already what they were leaning her towards.
Mm-hmm. They were already doing it with Becky, let alone Ronda. Good Lord, man.
10-week vacation with the titles. Unfucking heard of. This guy went from making Raw look like idiots because you can't overexpose him. You can't put him on both shows. He'll be overexposed. And if you don't put him on both shows, Raw looks like idiots. Well, what does WWE do? They decide they don't want to expose him at all. Nothing.
Just, you know what? We've overexposed you, bro. Just don't show up.
We don't want to overexpose you at all by putting you on Raw, so just do not even fucking bother showing up.
Just stay at home for the next 10 fucking weeks. 10 weeks. Like, bruh. Good Lord, that's 2.5 months. Like, bro. Oh, good Lord. That's literally the whole summer.
It is. Yeah.
It's literally the whole summer. Because September really ain't the summer. I never counted it as the summer. Just because of like how
that's
school
like
always works.
Yeah, that's like going into fall.
That's starting to go into fall, bro. That ain't even feel like summer no more. No. You can't call nothing summer in September. That's why I always hated when SummerSlam was in September. I hated that.
Or like
it's not
the
summer
end of
anymore.
August. Exactly.
Literally. It should be in the middle of summer. But literally all of summer, no world champions at all.
Usually the way WWE would do it was we would literally have SummerSlam like August 20-something, and literally the next night was the first day of school.
Bro, that's literally how it was. I
Hated it.
hated that shit.
And then I remember the one year, 2019, me and you were happy as hell because it was on like August 12th, and we still had a whole nother week before we had to go back.
Exactly. It actually felt nice because it still was summer before and directly after the show.
Exactly.
Good Lord.
Unbelievable, man. 10-week hiatus with the titles. You can't make this shit up. What is worse? What is worse than what you're doing now, which is making Raw look like idiots? What's worse than that? Overexposing Roman Reigns. What is a step further than both of those things? Taking him off TV indefinitely for the entire summer. And if he's not at SummerSlam, they're doomed. They are doomed. And then, like you said, I didn't even think about that. It's a great point. Where the hell does this leave the winner of the Money in the Bank?
What the fuck are they gonna do? Just twiddle their fucking thumbs? Just reference how much they can't wait for Roman to show his face again? So
yeah, man, I can't wait for our champ to show face again. Mind you, this was the same guy that said, I'm not like Brock. I actually show up.
Yeah,
where you at, bruh?
Yeah, what the fuck happened to that? Oh, I love it. I fucking love this shit, man. Good Lord. Oh, everyone's doomed. Cody's doomed. Ratings are doomed.
I don't just take the title and go on vacation. Really?
Literally proceeds to do that exact same thing for 10 weeks. Like, I understand. if it was like 4 weeks, you could do 4 weeks without
You could
Rollins.
miss Money in the
It'd be a
Bank.
nice break, actually. But 10?
Yeah, you could miss Money in the Bank. You could miss the show itself. Come back for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
10
Like,
weeks.
10 weeks? The fuck? 10 goddamn weeks?
Bro, could you imagine if they had Cody Rhodes win the Money in the Bank and have him win it via cash-in? Can you imagine what that would do to his ego? Because he
Oh
wouldn't
my
have been...
God.
Unless he announces the cash-in, if he, like, genuinely runs in and cashes in, can you imagine how much that's going to hurt his ego, being that he didn't actually win it in a match? I could see it already.
Oh, 100%. Oh, I needed to... I won it, but I didn't truly win it.
Because I
That'd be the
beat him
most
when he
Cody.
was halfway down. All right, Cody.
A man beats him when a bell rings, when a match is already announced. You say some
What?
shit like that, bro, he'd be pissed. Fucking, oh, bro, it'd be hilarious.
It would be, bruh. It genuinely would be.
They're
But yeah,
doing
man,
that.
that's the news, man. That's all the news for the week. Unbelievable.
Good
Truly unbelievable, these people.
Mm-hmm.
Man, with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you guys have not got the merch, man, bonfire.com, here it is on your screen one last time. You guys can now get both of these shirts available now on bonfire.com. On the left, you got the base Notorious Heels podcast logo, and on the right, you have the Riddler inspired, the best kept secret to the IWC. And yeah, if you guys did not get those yet, you can find those in the links to the description of this video, and you can find this on the link to all my social medias, and my handle is right below me. So with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for hanging out with us yet again. Always love hanging out with you guys, talking some wrestling, man. And with that, man, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. From Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And this is going to do it for this edition of the news, man. Another great edition of the Notorious Heels podcast, you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted. We'll see you guys then.
Peace.